15 psychological facts about attraction. Number 1, threshold of attraction. What is your type right now? You may be fond of a specific look, but your type changes based on your relationship status. When you're single, your threshold for romantic attraction is low, and you're attracted to a wide range of people because you're unsure of what kind of people will make you happy. When you're in a relationship, your preferences change your threshold of attraction. It gets much higher when you already have a partner, so you don't find the same people attractive. Now, of course, long-term relationships. Even in long-term relationship, you may be perfectly happy with your partner, but you can still be attracted to other people. Number 2, attraction control. And the attractive features that you may find can never be always under your control. Your most attractive features are entirely under your control if you cannot change your height or the shape of your face and your wardrobe. Just think about the physical features that attractive people have in common. Attractive faces come in all shapes and sizes, and each of these faces looks different and unique, and we find them all attractive. So why is that? It's not because of their innate physical features, it's because of the traits they can control, like style and fitness. So if you don't think you're attractive, don't say I was not born this way, because your appearance is yours to control. Number 3, emotional rapport. Have you ever watched couples interact? Maybe you thought to yourself, wow, they have a great chemistry. Chemistry is one of the biggest mysteries in romantic relationships. How do you create chemistry with another person? Or is there a magic, or is there a reason why some people have chemistry and some people don't build chemistry? You have to build rapport. Rapport is a complicated social relationship built upon deeper knowledge and mutual understanding. In the business context, you might have heard the term, but it's even more important in a relationship. So, the next time you're around a strong couple, pay attention to the way they talk to each other. It almost feels like they are having several conversations at once. One on the surface, another below. When you have great chemistry, you and your partner can communicate in a way only you two understand. But how do you build the chemistry? It's easier than you think. The best way to build chemistry is to make yourselves jokes, get to know each other on a deeper level, because that's where the chemistry comes from. Number 4, facial similarity. So what kind of people are you attracted to? You may be drawn to people that share many of your own qualities. Your style is a good example. You may pursue partners with a similar sense of fashion. So if you like to dress down, chances are your partner likes that too. We see same pattern in physical features like hair color. So it's not uncommon for romantic couples to look alike, but when they fall for people who look like us, because you look at yourself and every day. So features you're used to attractiveness is how you judge the attractiveness of others. So don't be surprised if you and your partners have characteristics in common. Number 5, smile frequency. How often do you smile? A study from the American Psychological Association found that women are perceived as more attractive when they smile, because frequency traits like positivity and confidence are associated with happy facial expressions, like a genuine smile. So it's no surprise that men consider women more desirable when they are smiling. But the opposite is true for men, and women perceive men as more attractive when they smile. When they smile sparingly, many women prefer brooding personality types similar to reserved characteristics in movies and books. But you shouldn't change your facial expressions to make yourself more attractive. That's not the takeaway here. The takeaway here is facial expression sends strong messages about your attitude and your personality. Smiling or frowning, it speaks volumes about who you really are. Number 6, the hair limit. Is facial hair attractive or unattractive? On average, men with stubble were rated as more attractive than men who were clean shaven. But here's a limit. to how long your beard should grow. Men with longer, fuller beards were also considered less attractive than men with stubble. So don't be afraid to grow out your facial hair just to make sure you keep it short and clean. Number 7, bold communication. Many men and women play hard to get. They act like they don't care to they pretend to be cool and carefree, but their disinterest pushes their partners away. The most attractive people send the opposite message. They use bold and confident body language. They send clear messages and express their wants and needs and feelings. These people aren't afraid to communicate their interests, and that communication makes them even more attractive. Number 8, the hidden sense of physical attraction involves all of our 5 senses. We are attracted to the way someone looks, we are attracted to the sound of someone's voice, and we are also attracted to the way someone smells. A smell can be so powerful that it overwhelms with you with the desire for another person. The unique smell of a partner, for example, can trigger a wide range of emotions from comfort to attraction. So to make yourself more attractive, pay attention to the way you smell. Create a unique scent for yourself, because your scent could be one of the most attractive traits. Number 9, influential media. How do you decide who's attractive and who isn't? Our standards are influenced heavily by the media. We are constantly exposed to models, actors, and other celebrities whose appearances define modern romance. When looking at strangers, we subconsciously measure their attractiveness against the people we idolize. But we treat partners a little differently. You may think someone's attractive based on popular traits, but you are most likely to choose a partner who's uniquely attractive to you. Number 10, the beauty bias is there. It's in our culture. Unfortunately, attractive people have more opportunities than less attractive people. On an average, they are perceived as more intelligent, confident, and successful. They are more likely to get job offers, likely to make more money, and make good first impressions. So, why do attractive people have an advantage? Because most of us have a weak spot. For people we find attractive, when you encounter someone you find attractive, you automatically make certain assumptions about them. You want to like them, and you want them to like you. So does a beauty bias exist in the world today? Absolutely. Number 1, attractive popularity. Sometimes your physical attractiveness has nothing to do with you all right there. Let's say there's a guy sitting right next to this girlfriend. Because he's captured the attention of one woman, he's most likely to capture the attention of others. If you are constantly being fawned over others, others will subconsciously find the opposite. If you're constantly being ignored, then you may experience the totally opposite. Number 12, tonal changes. Tonal changes: when you're flirting with someone you like, your voice actually changes. This comes from a 2010 study in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior. When they find someone attractive, researchers found men and women speak in a lower tone of voice. But that's not all. Men and women are also most likely to be attracted to someone else's voice if they find them physically attractive too. In other words, your voice and vocal preferences influence the people you like and the people who like you. Number 13, attractive colors are sometimes more attractive than others. Color is also a symbolic color of love. On an average, women who wear red are more attractive than women who wear any other color. Because why is red more attractive than a color like blue? Well, red communicates powerful subliminal messages which impact your attraction to another person. It's a bold, daring color that we naturally associate with romance, love, and attraction. And love, and so that it can give your physical experience an instant boost, just incorporate more red. Musical atmosphere. If you are close to music and you can put music in the background, you seemingly attract many people and other people can get attracted to you. So keep atmosphere musical. Play music in the background, and while work you can play music in the background while you're working. It makes you more relaxed so that you pay attention to the people around you. Now comes the physical and the emotional connections that you actually make with people when the music is on, because you are anchored to that certain kind of music. The kind of music that you love so is anchored to the people around you. That's how. Number 15, familiar attraction. Familiarity. You are more attracted to people that you're familiar with. For example, if you go to a library together, people, of course, opposites do attract, not necessarily. If you are cooking with somebody, or somebody is helping you out on a constant basis, you are in a restaurant and you constantly interact with people more relatively often than others, then there has to be a strong level of attraction between the two of you, and that's what builds long term relationships. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.